Hello. Uh, Today I'd just like to take one card as a representation of this moment and only this moment. Um, so this reading is not your typical reading in that it doesn't attempt to be a form of advice. Um, Deep down, you don't really need advice. You have your own agency, your own awareness, and you know what's best for you. Um, Really, if we can see tarot as the story of this never ending cyclical journey of our life and all of its thoughts, emotions, energies, states of being, and forms of experience, if we can see that those cycles of going from the fool to the world and enlightenment, going from a beginner's mindset to enlightenment, is a never ending cyclical journey, and that we will always fall back and fall up, and that these cycles can transpire in the course of a singular moment, or some cycles may take a lifetime, and that's okay. But if we can see all of that, then I think we can be all right with spirit not giving you advice, but rather you giving yourself advice out of the observations made of whatever card spirit summons, to represent what this moment is. So if life were a movie, this reading would be like a screenshot of the movie at this moment. So again, I'm not going to use this card to give you advice. Rather, this reading serves as a form of appreciation towards what this moment is and all the infinite possibility and interpretation that entails. This is an appreciation towards the infinite transitory states each moment holds and how the cards and its respective interpretation attempts to bring forth such multitudes and openness. So again, do with this as you may, but you know what to do. You know what this message means for you. But again, the advice is your own creation, your own self-generated creation, your own self-generation. And the meaning of my interpretation to you must be your own creation, your own self-generation, with your own talents and gifts. That feels good. So I will break this down into 3 stacks and unify. Okay, so let's see what is summoned, what this moment is. Let's see how Spirit answers the question, what is this moment? So Spirit, what is this moment? What is this current moment? Oh. So we have a card here. And usually it takes a moment for the card to come out. So I'm a bit surprised how quickly we have something today. So we have the Hierophant. This is a card, just looking at it, right? We have 2 people looking up to this much grander figure, one who looks wise, is doing a very familiar, I don't know if you can see that, a very familiar, actually, let's see if it can zoom, adjust, but you see that hand gesture. It's a very familiar pointing up and having your energy drawn up towards the sky like in like a reverse lightning rod. It's a kind of a common gesture. I need to refresh my memory on what that um, hand gesture is, especially in yogic practices. I've seen that before. Sometimes you might see that on in Buddhist symbology and Buddhist statues. Um, so it's a card of seeking mentorship, seeking self-development, and that could be an inward journey. Um, but more often than not, it's being connected to the divine and being connected to worship, worship of whatever that may be for you. That could be a conventional religion. It could be your own religion. It could be seeing the divine within yourself. It could be seeing the divine within others. Um, Take it how you make. You know what your religion is, and you know who your mentors are. So this is a card of seeking the divine, seeking mentorship from a person who may be slightly ahead in the kind of cycle of tarot, maybe at a slightly higher stage at the moment, right? And I want to really reiterate that those are cycles. That just because somebody's at a higher stage at the moment, or an entity is at a higher stage at the moment, doesn't mean that they don't go through cycles, right? That just in this moment, they may be at a stage to lift you up, and maybe in the future, you may be the person lifting others up, right? It can work in both ways. It's just in this moment, in this moment, there may be a seeking for self development, a seeking for mentorship. And I'm certainly, as a reflection, seeking for spirit to guide the reading here. So feels very applicable to that moment right there, for myself. And I try not to speak of myself too much unless it feels a little relevant to the reading. But that concludes the reading. That was that moment and only that moment. And until next time, this is Beyond Tarot, wishing you a fortified sense of your own capacity to self-generate meaning out of this message in your life. Until next time, peace and beyond.